schedule starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off-play action. Richardson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect. Situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
First play in the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Raiders at 4-5, a game under 500. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. One that's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson. And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and they are going to break So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense set to get this drive started in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On second down, Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Off the play fake. Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5. Here's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. KJ Osborne, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Carr. And that's complete to KJ Osborne. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Cook up the gut. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. He was true on his first. This is a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action. Richardson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And it's going to be a first down. Well done. yards on the play.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Richardson got his tight end. That's complete. That's Adams. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll try the middle with Cook. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 27, Carr. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Vikings 20, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw on second down. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he's in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And 10 yards to go.
An Incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Carr. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score, Vikings 27, Raiders 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Second and inches at the 48-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Richardson on first and 10. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Richardson now to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Richardson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, it's Carr.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is taken at the 23. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Richardson to throw on 2nd down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action, Richardson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Richardson on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get into the end zone here, although there is a flag down, but this could very well be a hold anyway. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well extend a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Carr.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Up the middle, it's Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup.
To throw is Richardson. Off the play fake. He hits Adams, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's Richardson, looking to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
standing just outside his own goal line. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they look to finish strong.